So, Alan, right, what is it you're actually doing for work?
So yeah, man. Right now I'm actually working as like a car salesman, and yeah, I just work at Volkswagen, doing that for 4 years now.
Nice, nice. I am a fan of some of the older Volkswagens myself, to be honest, but maybe not so much the newer ones. I'm a classic car guy. How are you? How are you finding that? Is it a good job? Do you enjoy it?
It's all right, I've been there for a long time, so I've just kind of gotten used to my day-to-day life, to be honest.
I guess 4 years can seem like a long time. It's not like a great deal of time. Like, what makes you think it's been quite a long time?
Uh, I don't know. I just got out. I started working there like before I even graduated high school. So like I kind of just worked like started rock bottom, like kind of just cleaning cars, and then in my first year and 3 years, and then the year after that I got promoted to like an actual car salesman. So it's kind of got, I mean, I don't know how to explain it, man. It's kind of just gone by fairly slow.
That's quite a young age to sort of get into the industry. And your current role now is you're a car salesman.
Hmm.
And you've had to like work your way up to that. Did you have to get qualifications for it?
They just trained me there, like not really anything crazy, just they have people there who can train you and like mentor you.
Yeah, nice, nice. How did you find that process?
um it was all right, you know nothing too crazy. Like they just teach you the basics of like selling cars and just to be a good salesman, I guess. What can you really expect?
Yeah, fair enough. Would you say they've done a good job? Do you think you're a good salesman?
Yeah, I've had a couple times where like I've gotten in trouble for not reaching quotas because they usually want us to be able to sell like 5 cars a week, and I sometimes have like trouble doing that. But besides that, it's pretty decent.
Hmm. Is this just like him setting too high standards, or are you sort of not doing everything you can do? What's the crack there?
Um, I don't know. I definitely could be doing more. Just you know, making sure I reach out to like more customers when they get in there and not kind of wait for someone else to go talk to them. Like always make sure that myself like goes up to them first to see like what their needs are. But yeah, I can obviously be doing more. Like I think everyone can be doing more no matter how good you are. But I guess that's my point of view from it.
Hmm. I guess the pay must be pretty good then if you don't have to go and hunt for your food.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because at the end of the day, it's a car dealership, so they're gonna come out to you, because they need a car. But yeah, it's like you get like commission and then base pay. It's all
Yeah,
right.
but
It's like
you,
nothing crazy. But if you obviously sell a lot of cars, you can start making decent money, like in the hundred thousands.
yeah, for sure. That's pretty good actually. But like, do you want to make hundreds of thousands?
Yeah, I mean, I think anyone does. It's not really about like the money aspect for me at that job. It's just like I'm just there because I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to work. So it's kind of just stuck me working there. And obviously, like if I stay working there, I'm gonna eventually like hopefully move up in positions, but
Hmm.
not like wow, like I need to make $1 million right now.
I feel you, man. It's kind of just something you sort of fell into. It was never. Was it like a dream of yours as a kid to be a car salesman, or did you like fall into it?
No, not really a dream, I just kind of saw a help wanted sign when I was a junior in high school, my 11th year, and I guess I just never left, man. Like I knew I wanted to work, I had other dreams, but like I was a stable job, like it's just stable. It's just there.
Fair enough. And I guess it's good that it's supported you for so long. But like, what's actually made you want to sort of look at like remote sales instead of doing the stuff at the car dealership?
Um, I guess just like I get to work from like wherever I want, like I can work at home. I don't have to, like I got to talk to people through the computer and I don't got to talk to people face to face, put on a fake smile and put on an outfit, clock in, clock out.
I'm being completely honest with you, bro. It doesn't really sound like you're sort of enjoying it too much there. When you say it like that. What's your like typical working week? Are you working like full time there or?
Nah, I've actually cut down my hours a little bit. I'm working like 30 hours a week right now because I don't want to work weekends and we close pretty early. We close at like 4 o'clock. So I just start at like 10, do that 4 days a week, like
Hmm,
around there. Nothing crazy.
nice, nice.
Still
It's
live
like
with my, I still like live with my parents, so I'm not like flooded up with bills or anything.
yeah, that's
Like I
pretty
can.
lucky, man.
Mm-hmm.
What was you gonna say, sorry?
I was like, oh yeah, no, yeah, for sure, being lucky.
Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely. Like make the most of living with your parents while you can because like the renting market's crazy.
Yeah,
And
bro, especially in California.
mm, I guess with that said, like have you got plans to move out?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, I'm 22, so I'm trying to get out of there, trying to get out of here ASAP. I need to.
Hmm. Are you like with your work, you just said you cut back your hours. Do you reckon you could like are you in a position to actually do that by cutting back your hours? Does that not affect your sort of pay or anything?
Yeah, like I saved a lot of money, and I only have like a couple bills that aren't that much, so I'm able to do that. Yeah, I'm just not too like set on working there like 50 hours a week. It's just not like something that I'm like super eager for.
Yeah. No, 50 hours a week is it's definitely like, in my opinion, too much if you're working for someone else. Some people love it, but I used to work 50 hours a week for someone and I just didn't see the benefit in it other than getting paid a little bit more. It's just chewing up your time. So like you've also like you sounds like you've done something to sort of reduce your hours there. Like so you don't want to be there for that long and you don't really want to be there right now by the sounds of it. Like what are your plans longer term with that? Is this not something you want to do for much longer?
If I have the opportunity to get out of it and the right opportunity presents itself, then I'd love to get out of there ASAP. But I mean, I guess if worst comes to worst, man, I stay there forever and just become like the owning manager of the whole car dealership and just run everything.
Mm. I mean, some people would call that success. Would you see yourself as successful if you'd done that?
Yeah, a little bit because you do make good money. You make like 200,000 plus, which is, that's pretty good fucking money. You're making like almost 20 grand a month. But, you're just kind of in that corporate life. So I guess that could be like a factor of the not success part.
Mm. Yeah, that's definitely something you could get sucked into just by like being attracted to the salary of it. 200 grand a year is pretty good, but yeah, would it be worth it for just trading your whole life to serve the same company? And like, so you don't really like you said maybe you could do that. Maybe you could become like the manager or whatever. But
Hmm.
realistically, you're looking to get out of this.
Yeah, I'd say so. Wait 1 second. Um, yeah, you could say that. Like, I mean, that's why I'm kind of just looking off into different things and, different ways to make money,
Hmm. But
now
like,
or never.
how long have you sort of been feeling that way towards a job? Because I know you've done something about it, like you've reduced your hours, but it must have been something before then as well. Like, what was going on?
I guess to be honest, bro, like it's just like the same repeating thing every day. Like I like selling stuff. Like I like being able to like help other people. Like the whole like the sales part of it. Like I'm helping someone and we got to make a connection and then obviously like I sell them a car. Okay, awesome. I get commission. But I don't know. I mean, just like my boss is kind of an asshole to me because I'm on the younger side. I look really young too. So he just doesn't take me serious all that time, bro, if I'm being honest.
Hmm. Your boss doesn't take you seriously.
I wouldn't say like just as a whole. He just like just thinks I'm way below him because he thinks I'm a little kid still. Like I know, I look young and everything and it's just that's just how I am, but he's just like, you know, oh like yeah, Alan, did you sell a car today? No, that's what I fucking thought, like, you know,
Damn,
just whatever.
that's probably a bit sort of d demeaning or demoralizing. How do you take it?
I just don't think about it, honestly. Like I just try and ignore as much as I can because, you know, at the end of the day, he's just a human being, so he can think whatever the fuck he wants.
Mm. It's a good mindset to have, but I guess like really there in the moment, do you not sort of like take on board what he's saying and like feel a little bit of sort of emotion behind that? I mean, it's not a very nice thing that he's saying.
Well, yeah, it's obviously not nice, but I was raised a certain way to just have thick skin. You're not gonna get, your way in life always. There's always gonna be downsides to everything, but it's just, it's obviously like the more he does it, he kind of builds up a little bit. So it's just like I try and handle as much as I can. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit today. Like I'm tired or I had a long night or whatever it is. Like I just want to do my work and then leave. But then he just like my boss and then whatever, he's just like fucking not really like respecting me.
Mm. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. And it's like, yeah, well done for you actually like trying to do something about it by reducing your hours and not be in there so much. But how much longer can you sort of stay in that environment for? Like you said, you're looking to like get out or looking for other things. You don't want to
Hmm.
do it long term, but like, tell me.
Sorry, what was that again?
Like you say you don't want to do it long term. Like why
Uh-huh.
why don't you want to sort of do that long term? Is it that bad?
Uh, I'd say that's like a good chunk of it, like the whole boss thing. Like I like the way you were talking about it is you kind of get to be, your own boss if you're like marketing this or selling that. You don't got anyone like bossing you around all the time. But I mean, I don't know how true that is really. I guess I'm just kind of seeing like if that's actually possible.
Yeah, it definitely is like with the online stuff. Obviously, you have to do work for people and you're working with people, but you're not like clocking in, clocking out like you say. But like
Hmm.
just carrying on what you're doing. How much longer can you sort of stick that out for?
Ah, that's a tough one, man. I haven't really thought of it like that before. Like, just work is all I know. Like I go there, I just go to work and then go do my hobbies, passions. But I mean, just depending on if it gets worse. Like if it just stays the same, like if it stays the same with him and he wasn't to ever like, like appreciate me more, then I go, okay, like I can do this. I can work my way up. But if he just still wants to treat me like how he does now, then I just want, I'd want to get out of there within the next year.
4 years of service as well. That's quite a while. And you've had to reduce your hours.
Hmm.
So I can understand where you're coming from. Like it doesn't sound like the best sort of environment to be in. But like if you did have the opportunity, would you like go all in, take it up and try and get away from that job?
Yeah, if it was a good enough opportunity to where I can like, know it's promising enough, like both ways, myself and the opportunity. But yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Life is all about putting yourself in uncomfortable situations and trying new things. So I've always like thought that. So yeah, for sure.
I know you're on this call with regards to remote sales and stuff, but like Why this? Why have you looked at remote sales and not drop shipping or Amazon FBA, any of that stuff?
Well, I'm not sure if you heard us talking, but I'm in sales. So, you know, I'm like, all right, I know sales. I don't know how it works on this, but I sell things, obviously it's a lot different. I'm not selling digital products. I'm selling, a 3,000 pound car, 4,000 pound car. But, I know the basics, logistics of sale, like sales and whatnot.
So is that from like just in-house training from the dealership?
Yeah, and just I have, 3 years of experience isn't like not a lot. Like that's a good enough time for me to like have to face a lot of adversity, you know.
Yeah,
So
handle
it's
some rejections.
yeah, rejections and for all types of different reasons, just maybe because I'm a little Mexican boy trying to sell someone a car, you know. You never know, man. People are
Yeah,
cold.
yeah. I like so what I'm gathering then is like it's just your workplace. You want to carry on doing like sales and sort of branch off and go online with it because of the like working from home aspect. So is it literally just your workplace that you're not really enjoying?
Yeah, that's some of yeah, I'd say that's a good way to put it. Like just the workspace. It's not like the most unbearable thing, but you've gotten me to kind of realize that, there's obviously a lot of cons like instead of the pros.
Hmm. I guess like just talking you through that, were you aware of like that, do you sort of know that you're not in that great of a situation with your workplace? Like just in my opinion, your boss, the way he treats you and the way you told me that you're just clocking in and just clocking out and just selling cars and shit doesn't seem like it's too fulfilling for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hmm. So you were aware of that beforehand or not until now?
I guess like 2 years in is like when I really became aware of it.
Hmm. And when did you start reducing your hours?
Um, I think it was like only like 3 months ago, like around then. I kind of just like I was like, yeah, like I'll take Fridays off, I'm just gonna try and skate, film more. But obviously, like my pay did take a good cut. Like I make $300 less than I usually would, or I mean, could be more if I'm selling cars on that Friday. But yeah, like if I can like do the same thing with remote sales, like work 4 to 5 days a week of my own hours, then that's kind of like the goal behind it.
100%.